The Los Angeles Rams have defeated the Minnesota Vikings in round one of the playoffs for a big win. Let's go! Woo! Man, that was the most relaxed Rams game we have had all season as Rams fans. I There's so many storylines about this game. First off, definitely prayers for the people in California with the wildfires and first responders, firefighters, everything going on there. And I love this for the city of LA. And it's weird to think that because it was played in Arizona and just everything that all the external storylines out of this. And those storylines don't end tonight, right? Those stories go on into the future, into the week for years to come. And so for this moment, for a team that represents Los Angeles to win and under these circumstances, it's really cool. It's really, really cool. Let's talk about this game, though. I'm going to bring up some stats here, and we're going to have some fun talking about it because we won and it's fun. The Rams, if you look at it, the Rams won every aspect of this game. They had more yards total. They had more passing yards. Okay, technically, rushing yards. We'll give that to the Vikings. They had more rushing yards. Third down efficiency, they were 2 of 10 on third down. But again, the way that this game kind of went because of situational plays, the Rams weren't put in a lot of positions where they had to take deep risks late in the game. Really, if you think about it, once the Rams got the lead, they didn't let go of it the entire game. The Vikings ran 71 plays to the Rams 51. The Rams sacked Sam Darnold 9 times, which is tied for an NFL playoff record. The fearsome 24-some is alive and well. And to be honest, that's probably one of the biggest stats in this game because so many times the Vikings would be, getting a drive together, having a good time, and then boom, a big sack comes. And part of that is probably on Sam Darnold and the Vikings O-line. But the Rams, fearsome 24-some, did what they needed to do. Kobe Durant, the land shark, he had a sack. Chris Shula, fantastic, game calling from as a defensive coordinator, dialing up the blitz when it was needed. Ethan Evans, underrated play of the day when he went to punt it, and I thought it was blocked, and they showed the replay, and the Vikings defender was so close to blocking it, but he got his punt off, and it pinned them at the 10-yard line. And really, that was one of the key turning points of this game. If the Vikings block that kick, this game has a very different tone to it. So really thankful that the Vikings didn't block that kick and that Ethan Evans was able to pin them at the 10. The Rams had 10 penalties for 95 yards, which I do hope get cleaned up when they play the Eagles next week. The Vikings, Sam Darnold did fumble it, and also the fumble was called by Ahkello Witherspoon, who continues to be a playmaker for the Rams. Also, there was Kobe Durant getting the interception, reading that play like a third grade novel, front to cover or cover to back, and being able to pick off Sam Darnold that game. If we go over to individual stats here, Sam Darnold was 25 of 40 for 245 yard, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Aaron Jones didn't have a lot going on the ground. Cam Akers, on 5 carries had 39 yards, but ultimately most of those yards came in when the Vikings were out of this game, and it kind of favored the Rams because the clock just kept ticking and ticking and tick, 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 tick until boom, Rams win the game, and we like it. TJ Hawkinson, 5 receptions, 64 yards. He got a touchdown as well. Ivan Pace Jr. was their leading tackler for the Vikings. But if we go over to the Rams, Stafford, 19 of 27 for 209 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had some beautiful throws today. And because the Rams were playing with the lead most of the day, Stafford didn't have to take many shots down the field, right? And that's just sort of the way that the game script went. Kyren Williams ran hard, only 16 carries for 76 yards. But again, kind of the way the game kind of went. I hope he's okay. It did look like he had a bit of a stinger maybe on that one tackle that, his heel was down. They thought it might have been a fumble, but it wasn't. Tyler Higbee, hope he's okay. He left the game with chest injury. We'll monitor that throughout the week for sure. Puka Nacua continues to do Puka Nacua things. Cooper Kupp, he only got that one target, but it was a really impressive catch, going 1 for 29. Quentin Lake, leading tackler. And guys, let's tell it like it is. This Rams defense showed up today. If this defense keeps playing this way, oh man, the Rams are healthy and in the playoffs, and they're packing a Super Bowl contending caliber defense. Quentin Lake was making plays all day. Christian Roseman was making plays. Cam Curl, Cam Kitchens, Byron Young, Omar Spates, Akella Weatherspoon, Jalen McCullen. Gallimore had a 1.5 sacks today. Darius Williams making plays. Kobe Turner had 2 sacks today. Michael Hoyt had half a sack. Canadian. There was so much to like about this. That if I have to go off the top of my head, probably Kobe Turner with his 2 sacks and just pressure. Jalen Verse, he did recover the fumble that Akella Weatherspoon caused, and he ran it to the house. And that really was a huge turning point in this game, also putting the Rams up, to 17-3 at the time. There's so much to like about this game. Let's call it like it is. This was the most complete game the Rams have played all year. I'll fully acknowledge that the Vikings made a lot of mistakes in this game, but the Rams were able to make them pay for those mistakes. And that's what the best football teams do. When your opponent makes mistakes, like going for it early in the game, 4th and 2, and then you take an 11-yard sack, yeah, make them pay for that. Make them pay for it. So anyway, if you're a Vikings fan watching this, I'm sorry. I'm sure you are frustrated with how the Vikings performed this game. I'll leave it at that. I'm sure there's lots of other great Vikings content creators like the Vocal Vike, which I'm excited to see their thoughts on the game. But if you're a Rams fan like me, you're playing with house money. You're excited about this. This team started 1-4. They clawed their way back. They won their division. They rested starters in the final week of the year, which I think was the right call. And now they get a chance to go to the divisional round and face a tough Philadelphia Eagles team. And who knows what happens then. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Feel free to like and subscribe, all that good stuff if you're into doing, that sort of thing. I'll be having some videos come out this week, but of course I'll be doing a watch party for the Rams Eagles next Sunday. Would love to see you there. And as always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go Rams. Woo! Big win. Big win.
Thank you very much.